Welcome to Dungeon Flea. Let's see if I can remember it after a year. I did edit one this game. It was one of the BGG solo PNP contests of 2020, I think. And I saw the potential, so I jumped in. And I have fond memories of it, but it was a bit complicated. And I also made a playmat for it, which I don't use normally when I play Dungeon Flea. But I thought, why the hell not? After all these giant Kickstarters that were actually a disappointment. Dungeon Flea is a solo play dungeon crawler. Well, normally you crawl into a dungeon, but in this one you slipped and you fell, and you need to get out of the dungeon. So yeah, there are achievements. Of course, you can. They are easy to derive. You have the classes and the easy modes. And there's some bad guy called the Lich King, and escaped it all with some tick boxes that you can use. I played only once with the fighter. Easy mode is pretty easy for a fighter, so I could just tick win. If you escaped at all, I would tick win. If you escaped at full health, for a fighter it was easy. Escaped at 8 health, escaped -1 treasure. Oh yeah, so if you escaped with 1 treasure taken out of the cards, and with 2 random treasures removed, and 3 random treasures removed. -D means after shuffling the 7 treasure cards discarded random, always start dealing with from level 1, so you don't have treasure cards at the higher levels. There's of course also a hard mode, and there's also an extreme mode. In the hard mode you shuffle the first lower level cards with each other, and then you shuffle under it the higher level cards. It comes with a nice this is from the Game Crafter, some American shop that produces sturdy boxes. I also have one that I did pay for called the Brambles. They have some kind of standard Dungeon Flea rulebook. Starts with a backstory. I can read it. A synopsis. I mean, this is pretty good rulebook, I think. I think it's the best you can ask for. So synopsis is Dungeon Flea is a card-driven dungeon crawl for 1 person. Each round you navigate your choice of hero. As you delve deeper in search for the exit, you obtain stronger cards, banish weaker cards to form a stronger deck of cards to play. Meet exciting new encounters, face new dangers, unearth forgotten treasures, and rest in empty corridors. What more could you want? 6 dungeon corridors await you, filled with monsters, traps, doors, treasures, empty corridors, dead ends, and stairs. Well, that's a good summary. If you hit a dead end, turn around and continue running. Can you survive long enough to make it through the 4 stairs, heading up to escape the dungeon and warn your village? Or take too long and have hordes of monsters overrun you, never to be heard from again. Well, pretty good, right? Victory conditions. The goal of the game is to flee the dungeon alive by exiting 4 stairs up cards without your health falling below 1. If your health ever drops below 1, you lose the game. Dungeon mode has 2 modes of play, easy and hard, as I showed you. Terminology, there's a dungeon deck concept. It's the giant deck that you distribute over the dungeon corridors. There's a location, so where you are matters, because nearby monsters will go that you encountered and ran away from will hunt you down. Cleared dungeon deck, so that's if you delve through the stack of the dungeon corridor and unearthed the stairs up or dead ends. Banish, the card that is banished and removed from gameplay. A move that is moved to adjacent location. Encounter and non-encounter cards. Card anatomy. I really wanted this, and it's very helpful because it gives you a good overview. So as you can see, no dice. It's pure deck builder, but better than your average deck builder. There are 2 currencies, Black Shield and the natural damage attack thing. And ability cards stays active throughout play without cost. Some characters have their own special ability. Character cards. There is a female and a male side. The treasures, what they do, empty corridors, they allow you to some respite for 1 health up to max health and add a card to your discard pile, and then they become burdens in your hands. Stairs up, dead ends. Here is the things that you can encounter: the door, trap, monster. Let's see. Where are there 2? Next. Oh yeah, there are monsters with just a name and monsters with a text, and the text describes the special power that card has. There are monsters that allow you, when you defeat them, to gain into your hands this card, which gives you better powers. And monster card with icons and text in the place. Text describes an effect. Okay, yeah, and sometimes they also have an effect that you can use to your benefit. So now setting up the game. It looks pretty complicated and involves a lot of decks. Then eventually you will have these piles, and the basic flow of the game. You resolve an encounter. It's played in rounds. It depends on the encounter if you have a monster, trapdoor, or treasure, or empty corridor. Stairs up or dead ends. Yeah. And you have a hand, then you can steps in a round. Okay, so these are the activities that you can do, and these are the steps in which order you do them. Choose a dungeon corridor. Okay, that's one of the piles. Reacting to the encounter. Uh, Stay or flee. Monster trap door. It's the type of encounter. Uh, I almost forgot just about everything from this game. And there is the setting up of in a hard mode. Then there is the thank you page. Also, thank you for Livy, the German girl that made all these games from Print and Play. Okay, nice. Then there is the QRC. I wanted some kind of card stock to show the hero in victorious running to the village to warn them of the impending danger, and that made it a bit more thematic. And Joseph made some kind of nice black border around it. And we used the mirrored version for copyright purposes from somewhere on the internet. But it really fits with the game. Okay, these are the card actions. So during play, you place like this, and after play, you put it on top if you want. Okay, so green is a monster trap door. Yeah, it's in the bottom right, I think. You can also swap. I think these two. There was something with it. Okay, so this is how you can thin your deck with playing sword and shield pair. It should be shield and sword, by the way. Never mind. Should block 1 point of damage. Okay, so you have dungeon and the golden backs. Okay. So this is the end pile. They have stairs up or a dead end. So if you found 2 dead ends, you know the other 4 will be the stairs up, and it's like you fell really down, far down. And I numbered them, and I also put a golden border around it, so to identify that you got to the end. This is your starter deck. It's 10 cards, something that is numbered 1, 7, 3, 11. I think there was a reason for these numberings. 11A, 11B, 9, 8, 7, step 7, 14. Let's see. It should be like this or something. It's too long ago. I should play more games. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Okay. No. This is 3. Okay. 3, 1, 2. Why did I order these? Let's see. These are Dungeon Flea. This shouldn't Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The starting deck 10. You shuffle them and you draw 5 after making the dungeon. Where are my heroes? Oh yeah. So number 2. We'll figure this out later. It has, I also made this yellow to highlight the mechs. Fighter, thief, 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 cleric, 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 barbarian, barbarian. Barbarian is in fear of magic. That would be nice to try out, I think. Barbarian goes until 24, so what does it do? It will avoid picking up or using all treasure items. If found, place treasures cards in the banished pile. So you might as well play without, but if you play with, then it costs you a turn. Let's play that. So here is the character ability card. This is my hero. Heroine. Let's do a hero. So you see they are identical. Just for the flavor. It's a pity that nobody makes videos on this. Okay, then step 3 would be the dungeon ends. Okay, like so. Step 4, it's the deck 6 decks. These are really nasty. I think the game wants you to shuffle these. Shuffle these as well. Just put it like so. Then step 5 would be the level 5 monsters. As you can see. So a level is also the damage that it does. It's probably not correct, sorry. Step 6 is level 4. Yep. So you make a giant dungeon deck. Oh, these are the treasures. Which the barbarian can't use. I think I wrote on the front how to retrieve it from the resulting pile. On the back, in which order to do them. These are all 3s. Maybe I should 7. Yeah. And there are 7 treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should mix the 2 piles of 7. The cards are really sturdy. Don't know, they are not. Yeah. They have a very light linen finish. If that makes any sense. Level 2. Yep, these are all level 2. Level 2. Let's mix the level 1 and level 2 just for the fun of it. So these are level 1s. Really shitty shuffling. Okay, empty corridors. Uh-oh. I think I messed it up. It's 11A and B. Setting up the game. Oh, it's a little bit more complicated. I'll do it the next time as it should be, but you should separate the empty corridor dungeon cards and place them in a pile face down to form a deck. Take the remaining 3 door cards without the green damage icon and then distribute them. Okay. Obviously in some kind of anarchistic mode. Let's do it like so then. Doesn't really matter as long as the last yellow ones are going to be interesting. So there are many ways, of course, to make your dungeon. Okay, what's this? Doors, no damage. Okay, this should be also mixed in. Next time I should follow the instructions. Okay, we have the thing, and if I would put it like so, then the hardest one would be on top, so I have to invert the... Okay, bad idea, bad idea. It should be inverted. Sorry about this. There's no cutting corners in dungeons. So, the way to distribute is to go round and round, which I'm going to do right now. This is also a good way to illustrate why single-tier decks are the bane of my existence, and this at least has some layering inside it, but still some random replayability factor. If you design a game, please do use tiered decks. Don't make the classic mistake. I'm going to make a video on the evils of single-tier decks. Not always evil, but many of them are. So we almost have a dungeon constructed. Yep. Okay, these are the 6 piles. I think I'm out of time for the video, and I'll start playing next video. And if I like it, then so this fits nicely. The hero is inside of the dungeon, and he rested in some dark corner. And just select one. This is the startup. Try to find the 4 exits, place them here, and you win the game. It's as easy as that. Oh yeah, and this is my starting hands. Cards in play. I don't think I use that for the... Yeah, so there is a draw deck and a discard pile. So it's pretty easy. Maybe a bit autistic for some people, but well, it beats video games like I don't know, Dungeon Crawlers. Okay, cards in play. So this is my starting hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the draw deck. These are my hands. Okay. Excited to play. So now we're 25 minutes in. Setup is a bit much, perhaps, but you get a really rich world in, well, 20-25 minutes. I think it can't be done more efficiently. Okay, until next time.